Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Homeschool. This is Fatema Sabrin Shikha, Assistant Teacher of National Ideal English Version School, Morning Shift. Today I am going to take Bangladesh and Global Studies class for the students of class 3 on the topic of chapter 10, Reading Done and True-False. I am repeating the topic again. Our today's topic is chapter 10, Reading Done and True-False. This is our 10th lecture and 9th SW. I'm repeating again, this is our 10th lecture and 9th SW. Students, take your Bangladesh and Global Studies book and open chapter 10. Today we'll learn about the father of our nation. Students, I hope you all know that who is the father of our nation. Yes, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is called the father of our nation. And today we'll learn elaborately about his life and works. So let's start. Chapter 10, the father of our nation. In this chapter, we'll find two lessons. First lesson, Bangabandhu's education and his struggling life. And lesson 2, Bangabandhu and the Liberation War. First, we'll learn lesson 1 about Bangabandhu's education and his struggling life. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is the father of our nation. He was born on 17th March 1920 in Tungipara, a village in Gopalganj district. His nickname is Khoka. So, when Bangabandhu was born on 17th March 1920 in Tungipara, which is a village in Gopalganj district, and his nickname is Khoka. The name of his father is Sheikh Lutfur Rahman and his mother's name is Saira Khatun. So keep remember that his father's name is Sheikh Lutfur Rahman and mother's name is Saira Khatun. He started school at Gimadanga Primary School at the age of 7. After 2 years, he was admitted to the Gopalganj Public School. His secondary education was at Gopalganj Mission High School. In higher education, he achieved his IA and BA at Islamia College in Kolkata and was then admitted to Dhaka University Department of Law. From that time, Bangabandhu was involved in protests for the rights of Bengalis. He had to go to jail many times because of his leadership in such movements. In 1966, he declared a 6-point demand for the liberation of the people of East Bengal. In the election of 1970, his party, the Awami League, won by a huge majority. Therefore, the next government of Pakistan should have been formed under the leadership of Bangabandhu. But the rules of Pakistan started conspiracy. For that conspiracy, Bangabandhu could not form government. So, from this lesson, we come to know that Bangabandhu started his school at the age of 7 and after 2 years, he got admitted in the Gopalganj Public School. He passed his secondary education from Gopalganj Mission High School. In higher education, he achieved his IA and BA at Islamia College in Kolkata. Then he admitted into the Department of Law under Dhaka University. And in 1966, he declared a 6-point demand for the liberation of the people of East Bengal. And he always used to raise his voice against any oppression. So he is with Bengalis and their opportunities. And in the election of 1970, his party, the Awami League, won by a huge majority. But the conspiracy of the then Pakistan, Bangabandhu could not form government. Now, lesson 2. Bangabandhu and the Liberation War. On 7th March 1971, a huge public meeting at the Racecourse Maidan in Dhaka, Bangabandhu called for independence through his historical speech. Is a huge public meeting. On the night of 25th March, the Pakistan Army attacked the unarmed Bengalis. Bangabandhu declared independence in the early hours of 26th March. Immediately after this, the Pakistan Army arrested Bangabandhu and imprisoned him in Pakistan. But the whole nation followed Bangabandhu's call to war. The War of Liberation went on for 9 months. We achieved victory on 16 December 1971. Bangladesh became independent under the leadership of Bangabandhu. That is why he is our father of the nation. So why he is called the father of nation? We achieved victory on 16 December 1971 because of the call of Bangabandhu's declaration, and that is why we got the independence and we call him the father of nation. After the war was over, Bangabandhu was released from jail in Pakistan and came back to independent Bangladesh on 10th January 1972. So Bangabandhu came to Bangladesh on 10th January 1972. After his homecoming, he offered great leadership in building up a new Bangladesh. But Bangabandhu along with his family were murdered on 15 August 1975 by a group of conspirators. His death was a very sad and incomparable loss for our country. We love our country the way Bangabandhu did and worked for the good of Bangladesh. Students, this is very mourning for us that Bangabandhu was died on 1975. Some conspirators who is against our country, against our independence, killed Bangabandhu along with his family. And we all love our country like Bangabandhu did, and we all will work for our Bangladesh. Students, we read the chapter and read the 2 lessons. Now we'll do some true-false from this chapter. Take your notebook and writing elements for this. True-false. First true-false. Bangabandhu started school at Kimadanga Primary School. Is it true or false? Can you say, students? Look here. Lesson 1. He started school at Kimadanga Primary School at the age of 7. Here he means Bangabandhu. So Bangabandhu started school at Kimadanga Primary School. We find that this is a true statement, so here we have to write true. T-R-U-E. True. Bangabandhu started school at Kimadanga Primary School. True. Number 2. Bangabandhu was born in 1941. Is it true or false? Students, can you guess whether it is true or false? We all know that Bangabandhu was born in 1920. We'll find the answer here in lesson 1. He was born on 17th March 1920 in Tungipara, a village in Gopalganj district. So here we find that this statement is completely true. Completely false. So we have to write false. F-A-L-S-E. False. Because Bangabandhu was born in 1920. So this is a false statement and we write false. Number 3. Bangabandhu called for independence on 8 March 1971. Is it true? I hope you find the answer. Come to lesson 2. This line. Bangabandhu declared independence in the early hours of 26th March. I'm repeating, Bangabandhu declared independence in the early hours of 26th March. So this is a false statement again. We have to write false. Number 4, the former name of Bangladesh was East Pakistan. Is it true or false? We all know that the former name of Bangladesh was East Pakistan. This is true. Look here in the map we find India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and this is Bangladesh. The former name of Bangladesh is East Pakistan, and Pakistan, the former name was West Pakistan. So this is true statement. Bangladesh, former East Pakistan. So this is true and we have to write true. Students, I am repeating the true false again. Say with me. Bangabandhu started school at Gimadanga Primary School. True. Bangabandhu was born in 1941. False. Bangabandhu called for independence on March 1971. False. The former name of Bangladesh was East Pakistan. True. Students, this true false will be your homework. I'm repeating, your homework will be this for true false. And don't forget to write the lecture number and homework number at the top of the corner of your copy. Our lecture number is 10 and homework number is 9. Students, do your homework in your SW copy. Guardians or anyone else can submit your SW copies on every Sunday and can collect your homework copies on next Sunday. You need to be serious because you will get your CT, diary and SPA marks on the basis of the submission of your SW copies. That's all for today. Hope you have understood today's topic. Keep practicing at home and abide by your parents. Stay well and see you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.